Security of former President Donald Trump was compromised when a gunman fired at him at a rally in Pennsylvania. A bullet whizzed past his right ear, leaving a bloodied U.S. presidential candidate on stage with Secret Service men rushing him off the stage. The attack has raised some serious questions about the security protocols of former U.S. presidents. As the years shift to the shooter and security lapses after the incident, the United States Secret Service is one of the nation's oldest federal investigative law enforcement agencies. It protects former presidents and their spouses. In fact, in 1965, Congress authorized the Secret Service to protect a former president and her spouse during their lifetime unless they decline protection. The level of security measures is determined based on intelligence assessments and coordination capabilities. The number of agents assigned to protect a former president depends on perceived threats and the duration since leaving office. The Secret Service calls upon other federal, state, and local agencies to assist on a daily basis. The Secret Service Uniformed Division, the Metropolitan Police Department, and the U.S. Park Police patrol the streets and parks nearby the White House. The Secret Service regularly consults with experts from other agencies in utilizing the most advanced security techniques. The military supports the Secret Service through the use of explosive ordnance disposal teams and communication resources. When the president travels, an advanced team of Secret Service agents work with the host city, state, and local law enforcement, as well as public safety officials to jointly implement the necessary security measures. Joining us at this point of time is Group Captain UK Devnath, defense expert. So thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, of course, we've given our viewers an understanding on how these security agencies work in the United States of America. But let's just talk about the incident that unfolded yesterday. The fact that 6 minutes into Donald Trump's speech, there were 7 bullets that were shot at him. He was swift enough to duck, but unfortunately it grazed his right ear. But you know what I would like to point out is the fact that the Secret Service men, they were there to quickly form a human shield around him and escort him off this stage. So how do you in fact view the security architecture in the US?
Surprising incident, or rather accident, which took place in US yesterday. God saved USA, God saved Donald Trump. Security apparatus in the USA is supposed to be very highly efficient, very professional. Like we have NSG and special SPG in India giving protection to president, prime minister, ex-prime ministers and their families. Similarly, US Secret Service is mandated to give protection to existing or past presidents and their families. Very, very surprising from every angle was very, very apparent security lapses. Whenever any VIP in any country, not only USA, India or any country, addresses a gathering, a few things are basic. One is all the tall structures around that place are sanitized. In fact, they are manned. Tall buildings, tall structures, rooftops, towers, trees, they are manned by agents. In India, we have a very good system. Whenever Prime Minister goes through any rally, all the tall buildings, not only they are sanitized, but we also put spotters on these places. They are police people, highly trained police people who look around, who are in civil dress, and they continue to look around for people who look suspicious or who look disturbed. So, Savri, number of lapses yesterday. One big lapse was before firing. Now, sources are telling that 4 minutes before the shooting incident, some visitors, people in the gallery saw this man on rooftop with a weapon, and they reported this to the nearest county police constable. But county police officer surprisingly refused. I mean, he failed to report it through correct channel to his higher ups within a short period of time. So two big lapses.
Information is coming out as far as the shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, is concerned. The fact that reports are indicating that his father had in fact purchased the gun 6 months in advance of this attack that has taken place. He was a 20-year-old man. He was very young. If you could give us an understanding on where you feel the security lapses began.
Thank you and good morning. The thing is, a lot of aspects. The thing is, if you see that, this is a very, very bitterly fought election, that is one thing. So, while I find that, a former US president's security has, lapsed in such a bad way, which is, quite frightening, considering that, when it comes to security in the US, they're supposed to be top notch. That is one thing. Plenty of lapses which have happened. And also, this is also going to get about the debate on gun control once again. How did a person, just so very easily manage to, carry in a weapon into such a large gathering? And why wasn't that incident of, somebody being seen on the roof, walking around with a rifle, not, acted upon? So, a lot of questions are going to come up, and the FBI has got its job cut out. And clearly, when it comes to a former president, what tends to happen is he does not have that level of security that, a sitting president would have, as is the case in almost every country, basically. So that is one thing. But especially, considering it is Donald Trump and, there's such a bitterly fought election, I think, there are going to be a lot of questions that are going to be raised on the secret services and the way they are operating and, how they are going to, make that change in conducting, future rallies, because there are going to be plenty ahead of the November election that is coming up.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.